about the forged tax bill, you're fooling yourself.
Absolutely.
They won't do nothing about it.
Exactly.
Nothing will come out of the National Assembly.
Nada.
And this is the part where you have to decide whether you are one of those who got paid when Nigeria was sold. Because I'm not talking about the compromise of national security. We've only spoken to one aspect of the compromise, and that's the Fulani compromise. We haven't even spoken at all to the Islamist compromise, which has rendered Nigeria incapable of fighting Boko Haram, Lakurawa, and Ansarudin, and God knows how many other licensed madness in our country.
Matter of fact, I need to go to the YouTube and watch the entire thing because I've been meaning to do that. Hey, I don't know if election will get us what we want to be quite honest with you. I don't know if an election is going to get us what we want.
That it is not. I forgot to turn on the light. Ní òwúrọ̀ yìí, ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ kí ilé ẹ̀kan sí jẹ́. Ọmọ ọgbọ́n lẹni tí wọ́n bá pè lọ́mọlúwàbí. Torí wípé tẹ́ bá rántí, tẹ́ bá wòye sẹ́yìn, ìwọ̀ èyí tẹ́ ń gbé ní gbòòrò tí ìjẹ́ ará ìletò, èyí tẹ́ ń gbé láàrin àwọn ìlú ńláńlá wa.
Let me move this forward. You guys don't understand you.
Bó ṣe gbọ́n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe. Wọ́n ti mú àyè lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀. So please bear with me. Just trust that this week, if nothing else, the Telegram channel, I'll make sure that is completed.
Okay.
Now,
that's
today,
good.
I want to deal with a continuation of what was started last week. And it was a simple question: who sold Nigeria? I did attempt to explain that as best as I could. But because it's an ongoing thing and it's not just a topic, it's a reality, a living reality, it has become obvious to me that I've barely scratched the surface of that question. And I must say this morning very clearly that I am asking you, for once, I'm asking you, all of you, wherever you are listening to me, whenever you put out a tweet, or you put anything you put out on social media, please add that hashtag.
Who
that's sold Nigeria? Because it is a question that is very critical. Because when you look at our objective reality, you must come to the conclusion that this country has been sold. Whether it can be redeemed is another argument entirely, and we can always have that argument. I am of the opinion that we must redeem it, not just for our own sake, for the rest of West Africa, and even for our race. We actually need to redeem this country. Whatever else we may or may not do with it, we need to redeem it. Now, when I say Nigeria is sold, there is this thing about the phrase that comes out as being too hypothetical for people to wrap their brains around, and it just seems like an hyperbole that cannot be substantiated. But I have a new argument partner. I think I've mentioned it a few weeks ago to some of you. I've discovered how to argue with artificial intelligence. So me and my pal in the chat box were arguing, and we both agreed eventually that many countries' sovereignty, its key assets, or economic future are perceived to be compromised or controlled by foreign interest or corrupt domestic leadership, that country may be said to have been sold.
Bam.
Yeah.
Where is the lie?
I looked around my country, Nigeria. I looked at the objective reality of Nigeria, and I cannot escape the fact that Nigeria has been sold. Now, so why do I speak? Because it is important to connect purpose so that you may understand why what is done, and why what is done in expectation of certain things by you as well. I'm expecting you to do certain things on the basis of what I am doing.
Yeah.
Because I can't be doing what I am doing, paying the price I am paying, and you are not moved to do something about our objective reality. It was that led me to say at some time ago that I do not write for you. Like, I wasn't speaking to you, I was speaking for a generation that is yet to come. But that is me submitting to despondency and despairing. I don't want to despair. So here is what I need us to reason together. Before I will say Nigeria is sold, what is the objective reality of the Nigerian? I spoke to you a few weeks ago about a friend that was kidnapped on his poultry farm in Geopolitics, to be exact. He has barely subsisting farm, struggling on a daily basis to deal with the multiple challenges of the average Nigerian poultry farmer. High costs of input, workers stealing in blind, constantly struggling and only staying a step ahead of solvency. And then the same Fulani terrorists who had already kidnapped some Chinese decided that he too should be kidnapped. So he was kidnapped. The point is that his case is not isolated. That is completely normal for the country that we have built. We have built a country where a man going about the business of surviving in an environment that has already been rendered hostile by the objective reality, collapsed infrastructure, looted infrastructure, nothing is working, but this person, his story is the story of the average Nigerian. He's surviving.
Yep.
He's trying his best against all the odds. And in the most basic place where you expect a state to be, security, he was picked up on his own farm.
Yep.
Marched through the forest, dehumanized in the extreme, beaten day and night in the forest of his own fatherland. Nothing could be done to save him, in spite of the best efforts.
Welcome,
The
Sylvester.
security services.
Guys,
In a
double tap
country
your screen
that is
device
not
to
at
like
war,
the show.
ransom was paid, transported across multiple state lines to go and went and paid in Kwara State in a country. And you say that country is not sold. Now, here is the beautiful part of this illustration. In that same country, incidentally, in the same state where the ransom money was paid, where those who took the ransom money spoke of multiple points where they came across checkpoints mounted by Fulani bandits, terrorists, on the road. Terrorists confirming, okay, so you are the ones, okay, drive to so and so, and they let them on a merry drive from Kogi to Kwara, from Oyo State, made them go, and they had infrastructure everywhere. And then the National Security Advisor told all of us that those who were arrested with automatic weapons, Fulani, that these were Miyetti Allah vigilante in a country. The National Security Advisor came out to say that he was the one who harmed this Fulani vigilante, who are unknown to other security forces. Now, this would not have been particularly galling if I had not.
Guys, please like the live. Can you please double tap your screen device to like the live, or click on the 3 dots on the right hand corner to like the live? I have 4 votes. I should have 4 likes at least. Please, can you double tap on your screen device to like the show, or click on the 3 dots to like? Thank you.
If I had not been aware of the lamentation of the old soldier, General Togo, who was given the task of heading the Amotekun in Oyo State, but who could not deliver anything effective simply because
no tools
the
now.
Nigerian state would not allow Amotekun forces to have proper weapons.
Yep.
They were denied the capacity to even be trained to bear proper weapons. But the same state, in the same country, the National Security Advisor is arming Fulani vigilante, quote and unquote. And you say Nigeria has not been sold. I say where a country's sovereignty, key asset or economic future are perceived to be controlled, compromised by foreign interest or corrupt domestic leadership, that country is sold. Tell me Nigeria is not sold. But the question is this: who sold Nigeria to Fulani interest? Who sold Nigeria to Ribadu? That's one. In this same country, the man who sits in the office of the Minister of State for Defense, Mutawale, has multiple allegations of terrorism hanging on his neck. The chief security officer of the state he inherited has said multiple times that he's a terrorist financier. A noted cleric from his own state has said on record that this man is a terrorist financier.
He has even
His
doubled down.
Assistant has come out on oath to say that this man is a terrorist financier and benefactor of terrorism. But he still sits in the office of the Minister of State for Defense. Exactly who is this person defending? Who sold Nigeria to Bello Mutawale? The president removed, let's believe that. Badaru resigned. And then they brought in Musa, the same Musa that had been removed as CDS. So now Musa is the Minister of Defense. But right next to him is the one that has multiple credible allegations of terrorism on his neck. Right next to him, the Minister of State, one of those who must have signed on for his removal only a few weeks before. But because Nigeria has been sold to American interests, and Trump could barrel himself into our national policy and he could speak some truth, however slanted, to those who have sold Nigeria to the wrong interests. All of a sudden, the same man they had removed as CDS came back as Minister of Defense, but the person who has credible allegations of terrorism on his neck is still sat in the office of the Minister of State. And you all are quiet. You all are quiet. We're busy railing and shouting and reeking and everything, and what has happened? Nothing. Busy standing on his mandate.
Yep.
Which brings me to another thing. If you're waiting for the National Assembly to do anything about the forged tax bill, you're fooling yourself. They won't do nothing about it. Nothing will come out of the National Assembly. And this is the part where you have to decide whether you are one of those who got paid when Nigeria was sold. Because here is the thing. Remember the definition I just gave you? Let me repeat it for emphasis. Where a country's sovereignty is key asset or economic future are perceived to be compromised or controlled by foreign interest or corrupt domestic leadership. I put it to you that both are already present in Nigeria. And I'm not talking about the compromise of national security. We've only spoken to one aspect of the compromise, and that's the Fulani compromise. We haven't even spoken at all to the Islamist compromise, which has rendered Nigeria incapable of fighting Boko Haram, Lakurawa, and Sarudin, and God knows how many other licensed madness in our country. We haven't even touched on those ones, and I'm still coming back to those ones because they are even more deadly than the first. So let's face this. In the face of dwindling oil revenue, and it will dwindle since those who sold Nigeria are busy stealing the oil. They are stealing more oil than they are declaring. I was with a friend in the oil industry a few weeks back, and we were just talking. And he said to me, Adele, come on now. I have an app on my phone that will show me the location of every oil tanker in the world. When they're talking about crude oil theft, we're not talking about crude oil in Kano, in the Kano that is inside. We're not talking about something in a jerry can. We're talking about massive oil tankers that are longer than entire streets. And he used one of the streets in my estate as an example. And
hey, Michael, welcome.
Okay, so you got a frontage of 20 meters, and you have as many as about 20 houses on the side of the street. So you're talking about 20 multiplied by 20. So you're talking about, you're talking about things that are over 500 meters long. But those are not things that people can see. That when they are talking about crude theft, what you are speaking about is state licensed larceny. State in the sense that the DSS is compromised in that theft, the Navy is compromised in that theft, every national security organization is compromised in that theft because they all know what is going on. They can see it. That I should not even talk about crude theft. And this is the reality of Nigeria. But now, after they have stolen the oil wealth to the point where it is no longer enough to do anything for the people, after they are done stealing what they will steal from what was remaining of what was stolen, because if you are producing 100 and you are declaring only 30 to 35 and you are stealing 60 to 65 up the top, not even declared or ever kept in the common purse to be stolen, a cabal sat at the top already steals that off the top. So the remaining
Olawale, welcome.
is not enough for them to steal and still do anything impactful in governance. And since they will not bring the natural resources of the country out of oil, they wouldn't bring the gold into the pot to be shared. They wouldn't bring the lithium into the pot to be shared. They will not bring the diamonds. They will not bring any of the natural resources into the pot to be shared. They steal those ones, and those are the ones that are maintaining the insecurity you see all around the country. Mineral resources being exploited, private militia being maintained, militia being used to chase people off their ancestral land in order to enforce the right of illegal miners. These are the prices we are paying. These are not brought into the common purse, but it is fueling insecurity, it is fueling the civil war already consuming Nigeria. And we are still lying to ourselves.
Una here, civil war.
So,
okay.
With all of these, the remaining thing to do now is to tax the impoverished victims who think they are citizens. The only thing remaining to be able to maintain an illusion of governance and to be also be able to maintain them in the style that they are used to is to tax you. So here is what they've done now. The National Assembly, against the argument of everyone talking about the need to understand that you cannot tax your way to prosperity, the National Assembly passed a tax law that a lot of us, including myself, do not even agree with. We believe that it is unfair to tax the people you've already ruined without plugging the loopholes that you opened to steal everything you are stealing. That it is not right. But in spite of our protestations and everything, you went ahead and you passed the tax bill. But you know what? The same tax bill that we never liked in the first place, I was on this platform a few weeks ago, and I remember calling out two persons specifically, telling them that there is a need to join together to fight against that tax bill. At that time, that tax bill passed Parliament. Joint session passed, harmonized. And then we heard from one of the House of Rep members that what was passed is different from what has been gazetted. Just before we even finished that distilling or even understanding that, it came out that the tax authority in Nigeria has signed some agreement with French tax authority. So it is not enough that corrupt domestic leadership has rendered this country almost comatose. Now, they have to sell our sovereignty to the French. It is not enough that Nigeria has become the boy of France, running around doing French bidding. It is not enough. Now our economic sovereignty must be handed to France. Niger ran away from France. Burkina Faso ran away from France. Mali ran away from France. Everybody is running away from France. Why is Bulaba running towards France in this insane manner that is leading this country to be sold to France? These are the questions we need to be asking ourselves. But the question again is, who sold Nigeria? Well, I'll tell you who sold Nigeria. You did. Your silence legitimizes the evil. But long before we got to this point, we had been laying the building blocks of a failed country because all of us, without shame, found reasons to be silent whilst the madness was festering. Look all around you. Look all around you. Which one of our national institutions have you heard speaking or acting against the overwhelming madness that has overtaken Nigeria? Let me speak. When you talk about institutions, there are multiple institutions that undergird the state. There's the religious institutions. Yep. Whatever religion, every religion begins or proceeds from a point of morality. That morality at some point forms the basis of the norms of that society. And those are what becomes eventually codified as laws to some extent. What are the religious authorities in Nigeria? What are they doing?
Nothing.
They sold Nigeria. The religious authorities in Nigeria sold Nigeria. The church in Nigeria sold Nigeria. Your silence in the face of evil, your rationalization of evil, your continuing explanation of evil, telling the people to fast and pray in the face of evil that you know are being perpetrated by men, renders you complicit in the sale of Nigeria to evil. The Muslims, I'll show you, Muslim tickets. You found nothing wrong in promoting division in a place where unity should be preached. You thought there was something to be gained in subjugating another religion? What does that matter?
Welcome.
Exactly what? It is easy to point to the Muslim leadership of northern Nigeria. But what about the ones in southern Nigeria?
Worse.
What about them?
Worse.
What is it?
Nothing to write home about.
The Muslim ticket that seemed like such a fantastic idea to you in a place like Nigeria. It was a distraction. You all joined this distraction simply because of your interests, selfish interests.
Yep.
Look at where we are today. Nigeria is sold because of your silence. Nigeria is sold because of the sermons you preached, normalizing this evil.
Yep.
Inviting it. Preaching to make it seem like the right thing to do. You normalized it. You are just as guilty as those who are bearing the arms today and killing men and women.
Yep.
What have you said about those who go into churches, adopt people from churches? Have you spoken against it?
Never.
Have you condemned it?
For where?
Calfish. You, the Christian leaders, quote and unquote, in the comfort of your mega churches, knowing the truth, what have you said?
Nothing.
What have you said? God don't catch all of unannounced.
Yes.
You can't go and be doing your multiple preaching assignments down the place in America where you earn fat or honorarium, pretending to be Christians, playing performative Christianity in front of audiences and lying to them before David will be sung. Nonsense. And you know it, all of you. If you are not busy drinking
my gym instructor don't collect.
You are busy lying to people, telling them to be fasting and praying, where you should speak forthrightly in condemnation of evil.
I'm telling you.
They are silent. You sold Nigeria. You sold Nigeria because you are part of the institutions of state. At the end of the day, your use.
Nothing.
If salt loses its saltiness, of what value is it?
Zero.
Exactly what is your value if a society is collapsing in the manner of Nigeria? On every church corner you find a church, or in every street corner you find a church, or you find a mosque. And yet, evil reigns, and it is normalized as long as they bring their tithe and offering.
Doesn't matter where they get it from.
Nothing excites you about speaking truth to power.
For where?
Because it will lead to exclusion and they will not call you to the state house.
Exactly.
Come and say morning prayer.
Not even that. Not even that. You will not have sons and daughters. I want 5 people to come forward and pledge a sum of 100 billion. People know, they ask which will be the people who won't give this 1 billion. They will not have sons and daughters to be calling, to be donating 1 billion, 100 million, 200 million. I bet me help me like the life. I know say some of them are not like what you know the year, but sorry, we must talk the matter as it be. The moment of truth is here. Everybody need to they speak this truth, make it a shake everywhere. Okay, thank you.
You say morning prayer for persons that you know are evil in the extreme. But it's not just the faith institution. What about the court?
Too.
The court. The court is the last hope of the common man. I despair. Because if the courts are the last hope of the common man, the Nigerian court holds no hope.
At all.
Quote me on that.
Yep.
It holds no hope.
None whatsoever.
I was sat in a prison cell. What did I do wrong? Nada. I told no lie.
You spoke truth.
And they could not even find
they're not like truth. The so-called elite.
But I still ended up spending 21 days in confinement.
Wow, was it 21 days?
Persons I left behind in that cell, who never had any business being in that place, are still there today. And that is meant to be the last hope
of the common man.
There is one of them, and I'm saying this for everybody who cares to hear in Ekiti State. I'm giving you enough time to resolve his issue quietly. There is a man I left behind in Ekiti. If he's not out by the end of January, I will drag each and every person involved in his case. And I will drag them in a manner that they will never forget. Those of you who know, you already know who that is. And this is a country that has not been sold in person. I was there for only 21 days. Doctor has been there for 2 years now.
God
for
damn.
No reason.
God damn.
Man's evil against Iman simply because you have
man's
the capacity.
Humanity to man.
Nigeria has not been sold. We don't have a judiciary. Let me repeat myself. We do not have a judiciary in Nigeria. You have a system that works from the answer to the question. Let me show you. River State. And thanks to Unita, We know now that they have not been as horrible as they could have been, but they brought a suit to the Supreme Court. Urgency demanded that it be heard on time. The state of emergency had already been lifted, whether it was legal, lawful, or unlawful, it been completed. It had been completed before they would even bother to deliver their judgment. Exactly. What is the point of that judgment after the act had been completed? That is the judiciary you have. That is the judiciary that you have. It is hopeless. The Nigerian youth looks at the situation. Let me share one with you. The question of who sold Nigeria is one that the Nigerian youth should be asking earnestly. But instead of asking, you are voting with your feet and you've joined those who sold it. You may not realize it, but the decision to leave instead of confront was a vote to sell. You sold. Some of your fathers also did. A lot of my age mates, they left. They found no reason to stay. And I can't blame them. Because when you walk away from the insecurity, you now deal with the reality of poverty. But before the poverty was entrenched, some people had already sold. Because it is not by accident that we are where we are.
Exactly.
How is it that the most blessed country in the world, the richest country in the world, is one where over 100 million people are living on less than 3,300 naira a day? 40% of Nigerians are living below the poverty line. 40%. That's at least 100 million. That is even more scary than our security situation, because what that tells you is that there is a ready pool of recruits for every extremist
agenda,
organization, for every armed conflict. 100 million people
available.
Some people sold them for them to be like that. Your House of Assembly members sold you. Your councillor sold you. If you want to really know how much they have sold you, well, let me tell you something. When America said that it wasn't going to be allowing Nigerians to travel to America again, the people ruling you are not worried.
Absolutely.
It's you and I who are applying for visa. A lot of them have green cards. They have official residences in America. People in MC Oluomo has green cards.
Absolutely.
Me and you go and queue for visa. Every single buy ticket is gone. His family don't even live here. You are raising your hand to Ali Baba, your councillors. Do you know that? Okay, let me share one with you. The bearded clown that was responsible for the murder plot against me in 2021 does not even carry a Nigerian passport. He carries the passport of one of those Caribbean countries. Each and every one of these monkeys in power has one of those. That is the proof of their sale. They know that they've sold Nigeria. They knew that some people were going to get to where we are. They bought foreign passports. They bought foreign residencies. Me and you are here. He is busy abusing me, who does not have anything beyond my Nigerian passport, who queues at any embassy where I require a visa. He will abuse me, even though I'm risking my own neck.
Exactly.
He would abuse me all day long.
Of course.
But the ones who are destroying this country, they all carry foreign passports or have foreign residencies. You, Mr. Intellectual, busy explaining why it is Tinubu's turn and why these people will stay in power for the next 50 years. You and I will all queue together. Now your queue is in vain. You can't do jack about where you are any longer.
Exactly.
But you excuse the rule. Why do you think America would, crazy as Trump might be, do you know that Nigeria is half the population of West Africa? And that man just closed the door on all of us without hesitation. Calculated that they are taking the ones that they need amongst us. They don't require any one of us. That made me on a hold on ourselves, they shut that door and they rationalized it, and we could not argue.
At
How
all.
could we argue? They lie.
They not
How
lie.
easy do you think it is to screen people coming from a country that has multiple terrorist organizations operating within it? A now disgraced country. But now they disgrace us. How do you not ban people where you have in the... Jonathan was the first to tell us that he had Boko Haram in his government, but did he ever do anything about it?
Nope.
And you think the world does not listen, you think they are not watching, you think they are not paying attention. After Jonathan came Buhari with Pantami in his government, a self-confessed terrorist. It was in Buhari's time that if they caught a Fulani terrorist or any one of those, once they radioed the police station and said, please transfer this person to Abuja. That's the end of that case.
Yep.
That happened during Buhari. Now we have Tinubu in office. Why is it that Mutawale is still sat in his office?
Exactly.
How do you explain the continuing presence of no Ribadu in his office?
Bam.
How do you talk about fighting banditry when you are the one who is busy mollycoddling the evil? How do you fight what you enable? How? Exactly, how do you fight what you enable? Our living reality is suggestive of a country that is gone. So, this tax thing, I know some of you would believe that at some point, maybe we will go to court, maybe the National Assembly would stand its ground, but Tinubu was in the National Assembly this past week. And in the National Assembly, addressing a joint session, where he was explaining why the lies that were told before about project could no longer be sustained, and then a brand new lie was told on top of the existing lie. And in the midst of all of that, something instructive that should alarm you, but that also provides evidence for something that you all should pay attention to. In the National Assembly, instead of the national anthem, I heard two distinct tunes. Two. Ọba o ọba láṣẹ ọba ilẹ̀ ẹ̀fọ́ bá pè ọ́. It's a Yoruba refrain.
Wow.
And what it is saying is, hail the king, the one with the authority. What do you call the king? The one with the authority. Then right after, on his mandate they have stood. They started singing on his mandate. That same song bellowed forth from the throat of your judicial officers just a few days prior. The judicial officers were singing and standing on his mandate. And then your National Assembly followed suit. And then you think those ones are going to do anything about the forged act. The Tax Act that has now included a lot of onerous clauses that renders it completely different from what was passed by the National Assembly. As fraudulent as that National Assembly is, they still wouldn't pass what was eventually gazetted. Nothing is going to come out of that National Assembly. And this is where I want to land my message this morning. You can sell something that you didn't realize its value. And I'm sure a few of you might have done that in the past. Maybe you thought the bracelet you inherited was just steel. And then you sold it, only to find that it was gold. But you could go back to where you sold it and you asked to redeem it. In some cases, you went to the pawn shop and you pawned maybe a watch or a chain. And then you had to go back and pay the loan plus the interest so that you may walk away with what you had pawned. So it could very well be that there is still a chance to redeem Nigeria, or if that's ever going to happen, it will be because you and I acted.
Yep.
It will not be because the beneficiaries of this grand theft gave it up. They will never give it up.
Nah.
If you have not been paying attention, let me remind you of what Akpabio said. He said, your National Assembly, the senators, that almost all of them have crossed over to the APC, and all that they are waiting for, that the remaining, some of them are already coming to him privately to say they want to come. Let me remind you, I spoke about do not die in their war. Mm-hmm. Their war is almost over, if it's not over. And their war ended with the creation of the APC. You'll see that increasingly they are all moving there. Nigeria is moving at a very rapid state towards a one-party system. They have accommodation for each and every one of them. Whatever it is, if you've stolen, we can forgive you as long as you fall in line. And as soon as they are falling in line, their sins are forgiven exactly as declared by Omoye. And once their sins are forgiven, they fall in line and the agenda begins to agenda. So the insecurity can continue, the poverty can continue as long as that class that has now become elevated above the victims, that class that has been sold, me and you, as long as we who are sold are suppressed sufficiently that we cannot disturb the beneficiaries from feeding at the trough, they're fine. You and I can continue paying ransoms. We can continue dodging terrorists on our roads. When it's time to travel home for Christmas, like some of you are traveling for Christmas now, they can call tickets to the east or the south. They can call prices as high as 1 million naira. They know you find it, you pay it. After all, how many ships do they have in the skies? The rest of you can go ahead and use the filtration system, the ones that the Fulani and other people who are also now kidnapped, because let's be careful. The Fulani kidnapper might have impunity and immunity, but there are other kidnappers in the business.
Yep.
And even in areas where the Fulanis are kidnapping, locals are also joining hand.
Yes.
It's become an enterprise.
Yes.
In the absence of a state interested in security, kidnapping has become an enterprise in an impoverished place.
Exactly.
So the poverty itself, remember I told you, the more impoverished the people are, the more you have willing joiners in the criminal enterprise.
Exactly.
The criminal enterprise is about the only place to earn a decent living now. So you have more and more attracted to join. The only thing that can save us, the only way to redeem ourselves is us. And it's not about 2027. Yes, you should register to vote. Yes. If you find somebody who you can vote for to the point where you are able and you know that you are willing to die in protection of your vote, that's my own preference.
Exactly.
For the revolution.
That's it.
But before you get to that point, you must continue living first.
Yes.
That is why I said during the course of last week that anybody who is talking to you about 2027 without mobilizing you in 2026 to protect even that vote in 2027, that person is a fraud. He's only distracting you.
Yes.
So the idea is
yes,
that their tax bill must be resisted.
Mm-hmm.
It must be resisted.
Yep.
I don't know, and I don't have any monopoly as to how we are going to go about this, but I believe that we must organize to resist this tax bill.
Absolutely.
This could take various forms, and that's part of what we're going to be using the ICE platform to do. Educate ourselves, talk to ourselves, and this is even what has rendered it even more urgent, because we must have a date in January,
yes,
by which time we draw the line in the sand. Let me be very clear. I have never joined a single street protest, at least as an adult. As a university undergraduate and as the student union president in the university, I did everything I could to avoid street protests, not cowardice. It comes out of an understanding of the fact that the Nigerian government, the system, the governance system, is incapable of hearing.
Yeah.
So if we ever get to the point of walking to the street, it should be because we have drawn the line clearly.
Yes.
The system understands exactly what it must do to pull us back, and we understand exactly what must happen before we are pulled back. Let me be very clear. A date in January will be clearly announced. Let me say something so that we understand ourselves. The day before I was arrested in December last year, I believe I was arrested on the 3rd of December. I gave a press conference on the 2nd of December, and I told all of you what was going to happen. I was very clear about what was going to happen, and I was also very clear about the fact that the persons for me would have to drop me because I'd done nothing to end their harassment. See this one. I don't know what the reaction of the state would be, but let me be very clear. If I am ever picked up on account of this cause, let nobody beg for my release. Don't beg for my release. Let the state charge me with whatever crime I have committed. Me, I am a freeborn. I was not sold in slavery. My ancestors fought against enslavement. And I will not fold my hand and allow myself and my children to be sold to France.
Bam!
It's bad enough that I have had to tolerate the misgovernance.
Hey! Let that marinate. Let that marinate. Oh, una hear am? Una hear am? I am a freeborn. My ancestors did not sell anybody. I will not fold my hand and allow my children to be sold to France. Man, this is the mindset that everybody, every Nigerian should have right about now. This, you should write it down. If you want to pin it on your wall, I've been saying it. If Nigerians don't stand up, now like this, you be like sheep. France is been in France girlfriend to Balablu. they've been dancing around. That's because every African country they reject them. You know they don't have lights in France as we speak. They take lights. They do pano nepa they happen to them for France. France is undergoing so much. Now Nigeria now una go open eye make this man when he no get any regard as they take treat una brothers and sisters for other African countries. Oh, Dele Farotimi, oh, respect is on another level for this man. I cannot wait. This is what I'm talking about now.
Of morons in this country.
Abeg, let's take it again, please. Mona not vex.
Very clear. A date in January will be clearly announced. Let me say something so that we understand ourselves. The day before I was arrested in December last year, I believe I was arrested on the 3rd of December. I gave a press conference on the 2nd of December, and I told all of you what was going to happen. I was very clear about what was going to happen, and I was also very clear about the fact that the person for me would have to drop me because I'd done nothing to end their harassment. See this one. I don't know what the reaction of the state would be, but let me be very clear. If I am ever picked up on account of this cause, let nobody beg for my release. Don't beg for my release. Let the state charge me with whatever crime I have committed. Me, I am a freeborn. I was not sold in slavery. My ancestors fought against enslavement.
Bam.
And I will not fold my hand and allow myself and my children to be sold to France. It's bad enough that I have had to tolerate the misgovernance of morons in this country. But on this one is not just for me, it's for posterity. My children will be enslaved in this country. Those who have sold Nigeria to France must explain the basis of the sale. But that tax law, the one that has all these multiple clauses inserted into it, it shall be resisted.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
Take it home. Those who are willing to join will join. Those who believe that it is only for them to talk, let them talk. I have spoken
we dey here.
Long.
We dey here. We dey do the talking.
Against violence all my life.
Oh my goodness.
Violence even now. But there are multiple ways to the market.
Yes.
From sit at home.
Bam.
Voluntary. Nobody
Bam.
forcing anybody. To street corner protest.
Yes.
To hashtags. In whatever way we know to protest, we must protest this, and we should start with this.
Yes.
With every tweet, every social media post you are going to be putting out going forward, this is how you test your strength. This is how we are going to test our own strength. Going forward from this moment, everything you put out, add the hashtag, who sold Nigeria? Una don't hear? Let them answer this question.
That's the hashtag.
What has been normalized in Nigeria should never be normal.
At all.
Children in the custody of terrorists. And the National Security Advisor is saying that
they are okay.
They are doing well. Are his own children in terrorist hands, in terrorist camps? These questions must be answered. Who sold Nigeria? Because only in a sold country would the National Security Advisor have the balls to come out and talk about children as young as 5, 6 being okay in terrorist custody. It's only in a sold country that a minister of defense will be talking about a
yes,
where you
yes, Tracy.
Drop bombs because the bomb will
AB, I see you. AB.
It is only in a terrorist country.
AB, I see you. I see you. I never see you with the hashtag. Have you liked? AB, you don't like. You don't like. Anybody will never like this life. I beg, like, double tap your screen. Click on the 3 dots. Whose hashtag? Who sold Nigeria? Every tweet, everywhere on your social media, make una, because na momentum we want gather. So we want to gather momentum. You see that? Hey, now yet my body dey ginger. Let the fight come. Hey, I beg go. If you know you don't want your children to be sold into slavery, you don't want your nieces to experience, you don't want you yourself don't want to belong in the group of people. This is the fight. This one you must make sure you join. Not be to fold hand. There are multiple ways to the market. As a Daily Fire Ultimate talk. Now so multiple ways. Wait you know say you fit do one for your corner. May not be say be talk not say anyways, not be anyways. The guy they talk am now like this. Una supposed to they talk, not be the way you dey comment section. You go they type comment. You dey behave today, sha. So make I leave you, man. No. A
country that has been sold to terrorists, that a person will come out and he will be telling the new defense minister that the time when he was an army general is over, that he is a politician now in his office as defense minister, and he cannot declare war on terrorists. And remember what I told you. The terrorism of the Fulani is on one level, but the compromise of Nigeria the Islamic forces is on another level entirely. I was reading the account of the children who were rescued, quote and unquote, or those who escaped when they were led into Kanji forests. And the children said they were led through 7 villages. 7. The terrorists even hijacked cars, and they never encountered a single security personnel on the way.
Oh my goodness.
Over 60 motorcycles. Every week I'm watching videos of Nigerians crying and begging for the ransom.
Oh God.
I listened to my friend when he sent, because when he called me, I was on this broadcast with you gentlemen 3 weeks ago. He was in their custody at the time and he phoned me. They forced him to be phoning different people. He phoned me, I didn't pick, but the call went to voicemail and I had to listen to his wailing, begging us to raise the ransom. A man who could barely find 5 million naira to run his poultry farm impoverished him and everybody around him to pay 50 million naira in ransom. They were beating him as they were making him beg.
Hey.
Who sold Nigeria? This is a question that must be asked. You see, there is a Yoruba proverb. It says, the inability to speak and say what is your situation, speak to your plight, dooms you.
Yes.
If nothing else, if all we can even do is an hashtag, put it out. Who sold Nigeria? Who sold Nigeria? How did it become this way? How? We should ask these questions of those who rule Nigeria. Who has sold this country? But more importantly, let us be clear. Me, Oladele Tumlola, I say it to you and you can take it to the bank. A day to be communicated before the end of the coming week. If that law is not pulled, we will be there. We will confront because we have no choice. Not confronting would be accepting slavery. And I'm
telling you,
it will not.
That's what I'm talking about.
The line must be drawn, and this is.
Yes.
I ain't saying more than this for now.
Hey.
But just know this. If you accept this, you've accepted slavery for your children.
Bam!
You know when they talk about the way the slave trade worked, it's so different from what you are saying.
I'm telling you.
But what I just know is this. Me, I'm not going to be silent whilst anybody is selling me and my children.
Like, yeah.
Somebody has to answer. Who sold Nigeria? To whom? What price do we have to pay?
Exactly.
To redeem it? And there is no price too high to pay. Let me be very clear about that. There is no price too high to pay for the only country that if you didn't even know before Trump has shown all of you now. I know some of you who came on 30 December who are already running away because you know that 1st of January must not meet you here. What kind of thing is that? And yet none of you live happily where you are.
Never.
Those of you outside Nigeria, it could very well be that the only thing you can do for us is to continue beaming the light on this country.
We did here.
But the thing is clear. At some point, a line has to be
drawn.
That line is drawn now.
Yes.
I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bless you.
God bless. Oh! The kind of food when I dey like to chop, now this man does serve. Oh! My belly don't full. Some little hope glimmer. I don't wetin the Nigerians they wait for our presence, they pass bill. Inside the bill, they sneak in something. Hey, my hair want blue. I say no. Oh God. Now slavery be the CLC slavery. Rose, you say what exactly is the plan? You say it's going to communicate it. So I'm going to be looking out for it. I think they said they're going to get a Telegram account, but we're going to wait for that. At a date that will be communicated, I'm going to follow the man bumper to bumper. Now, in the meantime, you need to be wherever your social media is. If you're doing your content, put hashtag Who sold Nigeria? Let it be all over, plastered all over your social media platforms. Who you are in a comment section, hashtag who sold Nigeria. In fact, as you are here now, be typing who sold Nigeria, hashtag who sold Nigeria. Just be hashtagging it anywhere you dey. You're on Twitter, oh, any post when you dey post, any video when you dey share, under put hashtag who sold. We want to know who sold Nigeria. Na truth e dey talk, not be some truth. Abe, behave yourself. It's not some truth. Yeah, my body dey ginger o. That guy na agbado with their enslaved brains for their agbado master. You watch him live on Sunday. Okay, I didn't have time to watch it. Say no to final. I'm telling you, Okoline, welcome, Okoli Nelson. Welcome, abeg. Make una dey hashtag who sold Nigeria. Yeah. Since Sunday, God go bless you. May everybody. In fact, you dey my comment now, they do hashtag who sold Nigeria. Everywhere you want do live for your YouTube, for your description, put hashtag who sold Nigeria. It must be part of your hashtags. This is getting too much. You know, it is disturbing that with everything that's happening in Nigeria, people are quiet. It does not make any sense at all. And who even has trust in the National Assembly? Nobody has trust in them. You see how much they pay them? $40,000. What is $40,000? What is $50,000? Compared to your country, what is $50,000? Nine and they pay them for them to shut up. Look at your NLC, National Labour people. Shebi they went to go and meet with Tinubu, closed door. They collect money, they don't keep quiet. People when they talk say they want protest, they don't keep quiet. We are all we've got. Dele Faro to me not everything he said 100%. We are all we've got. This is a moment for action. Too much cho. As they are in Nigerians, once that one they happen, we go they boom the thing, go they shine torchlight. We go put light everywhere. They stream at 24/7. We must get our country back. Only one country we get, only one. Whether America they come, they know they come. Forget America. What you want to do for yourself now? Nah, matter. January come now. When they see as that Frenchman, they smile like he goat. When they sign MOU, they smile. France they smile because they're about to leak every mineral resources you have in the country. They're already doing it with in hiding. Now they will come out with their full chest. French people that don't like black people. French people that are extremely racist. Especially that's their president, Macron. You people that, your fellow Africans that live in France, ask them their experience. Horrible experience. Horrible experience in France. These people do not like you. You can't even aspire as much as you need to aspire in that country. Very racist MFs. Imagine them now coming, all the African countries don't drive French come up for their country. Why be saying that Nigeria, APC has to go. However, when we have to decapitate these people, we must do it. I'm telling you people. This one is giving me small hope. Now, I'm not going to lie. I still don't give me small joy. Because everywhere I go, it's like, oh my God. How do we do this? Who is the person that will step up? Please use it. Use the hashtag well. Who sold Nigeria? That's the hashtag. When I listen to this traveler.
Hi everybody, this is me. This is
welcome CKP.
6:36 a.m. in the morning, and we have been here since 4 p.m. yesterday evening.
Now they here.
And look at the gridlock. Just look at what Nigeria has become. You see it now. See up. See everywhere. Just see what is happening in Nigeria. This is Benin Asaba Express Road. We slept on the road and we are still on the road. It's still not moving. We don't know what to do. We don't know where to go. This is pathetic. Why would government allow this kind of things to happen to us? They know that this is going to happen.
Jam question.
This is season. Why did they not plan for it?
Jam question.
Why? Putting people's life in danger. People don't know where to go. Just look at the lorry. See. Can you see it? Just look at it. How can we survive? Go. One pass inside. Nah.
God, I beg you. We love French fries. Well, Tracy, you said that na propaganda. Okay, maybe na your experience. You know, so everybody get different experiences, right? Maybe na your experience. Your experience so far is good. But I've heard from a lot of people who live in France. You know, you guys have different cities now in France, right? Some people live in the outskirts of France. Some people live in the city. Some people live in the suburbs or whatever, however way you guys describe it. I've heard some horrible stories from people who live in France. Do you understand? Yeah, you're probably right. Some na propaganda, of course, like every other country. You're probably right, but nothing like your own. We need to fight for our own. Me no one make France come take over Nigeria. That one lie. Wait till they don't do other African countries. We don't need to experience and to know. Look at Cameroon today. Look at their president is what? How old is he? That man never reach 100. You know, even the guy is not even. He doesn't have presence of mind. You don't know where he dey. Cameroon people cannot talk. If they talk, they'll clamp down on their families. They go buy all their family members. That's what they do. That's why you see a lot of Cameroonians do not come on social media to talk about their experiences. If they talk, then they monitor them. Even if you dey outside of the country, they go hunt your family down, buy them one after the other for talking about them. Now that kind of life now we want. God forbid. That's what the French has done to Cameroon. I hear say is it Guinea-Bissau now? One join AES. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is. But that's what I heard. When I watch
Your Excellency,
Amuneke.
it is not enough. It's enough. You said it's not enough. You know how powerful we are in the north. When my father, the emir, speaks, you know you have enough votes.
Not
I'm
anymore.
telling
Not
you,
anymore.
Michael.
The north is no longer powerful. Not when the power of rigging is here.
And you're offering me just a wife. That is not enough.
What more can I give you?
Your Excellency, you should know our capacity. I will not take just a wife. Do better than that.
Okay. I will give you a wife. Not only a wife, I will also add airport. Kutuma Airport, I will give it to you.
Your Excellency, how do you intend to achieve that?
You're asking me how? When I become the president, I'll privatize the federal airport, Kutuma Airport. Right. By so doing, I'll sell it to you. Is that not enough, Ofan?
Your Excellency, that is not enough. My daughter, my son.
Sorry I'm involving them. You know, I like to carry them along. You know, who knows what tomorrow will be. I'm grooming them to be politicians too. So, I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying here, what we are doing here. We are trying to strike a deal.
Can you imagine, Michael? So you know the budget.
I know the North has the power when it comes to voting. I said, okay, if they help me win presidency, I'm offering him a wife. For him to give me vote from the North, as son of Emir that he is. He has discussed it with his father. Right? And then when he wins, I'm even adding that I will give him the federal Kutuma Airport. Is it not a good deal? What do you think?
It's enough now. I'm ready for me. A wife and an airport. It's even too much safe.
Wife? Why are we talking about women like this? I mean, why will you even offer somebody a wife as if it's a commodity? This is 21st century. We should do better. Are we even sure this girl in question will like this man?
Oh, come off it. Is it like you're talking about? At least with the time, if she gets to spend time with him, she will love him eventually. Love is not the problem. What are you even talking about, safe? Love will come.
Wait, do we even know if the girl
Are
in
you
question is of a
serious,
marriageable age?
Tracy?
Come
Now,
on,
wow.
Vita, talking about age. What is
Maybe you
it?
should
In the north, they can marry
unsubscribe
as
and
low
then
as 9 years
subscribe
old.
again.
And besides,
And then
it's good
click
to
the
embrace
notification
culture.
bell.
Embrace it. Besides, you will
YouTube
find
does
a
a
wife.
behave
It's a good
funny
thing.
these days. I don't know.
You see you. DNA, they knock on your door. Because I don't know where you came from. This is my daughter talking now. You agree now?
Yes, I stand by it.
It doesn't matter
It
now.
doesn't matter at all.
That's why I love you, my daughter. We are good. What do you say?
Rose, why did our country get rubbish leaders like this? Because because your country people are selfish. Greed. Do you understand? Greed and selfishness. Unfortunately, you've had leaders that are selfish, greedy, gluttonous. They want to swallow, gobble, gobble for inside their stomach alone. That's why. Because this did not happen overnight. Somebody like Tinubu not supposed know roads to Aso Rock. He not supposed even know road to the gate, to pass the road when they enter power. He not supposed know. And people that knew about Tinubu in the government, they did not punish him when they were supposed to punish him. They sat on his file because of money. Okay? He's not, Gani Farahimi spoke about Tinubu before I even knew who Tinubu was. Gani Farahimi talked about him. Was like, Lai, cannot allow this man. Right? There were people who stood up against him there before he became senator in Lagos at that time. But guess what? Some of these selfish, greedy, gluttonous leaders, when we say now in Yoruba, they call them alatenuje, ojukokoro, big eye. They put eye for big things. You want to have it today, right? So he had the money now, and of course you can tell where he got this money. So he had his surplus. He used money to buy all of them. He was able to figure out that these people only care about material things, and I have the cash. And remember, it took an asset from this side at that time. Okay? That's how we got leaders like this. So they allowed him become this man supposed to be senator. This kind of man when he be president, is he supposed to know the road to even become a senator? He's not supposed to. Nobody knows anything about him. Before he even become, they could have flung him off before he even gets to that. They're like, who are you? Where are you coming from? Lagosians like money, parties. So he was able to buy the indigents, bribe the non-indigents that were sitting in offices there. That's how he was able to infiltrate. That's why we have terrible leaders. Because you have people who were there before that did not punish those that were supposed to be punished. I don't know if anybody has listened to Obasanjo's interview with Chudi, when they were asking him about this Rivers man, that he said the man, I think he collected money, corruption of how much. He said he called him and told him just return the money or some stupid thing like that. A man that you're supposed to make sure you did heavy hand, collect all the money when they and make a pauper overnight. You let him go. You even give him a way to go. That's why we got to where we are. That's how we became where we are. It's too much, because all they care about is materialism. Me, myself, and I. That's it. All the money they have and them and their family, they are so ugly. I'm telling you, it doesn't show. And our docility too. And I don't want to say docility. CKP, I don't want to accept that because Nigerians were not always like this. I grew up in Nigeria. I can tell you, we're not always like this. People when resist military, resist all types of protests. Not many times with the protests from my own school. You talk about now the docility. They was not always like this. Then you know how they used to buy people. You just wake up, you just say they don't buy person. During that military era, if you talk, if you cough, if you sneeze, they'll pick you up overnight. The person will just disappear. You don't know where they. You just say they all pick up this person the next day. You know how many students buy in my own time and the set before us? They were not always this docile. I'm sorry. This docility now with the Siam, it was not always like this. It was not. So I don't want to, that docility part, that one, it wasn't always like that. They've done something to the people. They've wrecked, they have worn the people down. They've worn them out. Okay, imagine now being stuck in that type of traffic. Just imagine. Being stuck in the type of traffic that I just played now. Then by the time you get home, this man, they've been on the road since 4 p.m. the day before. 5 a.m. they are still there. Look at the gridlock. Some of them have not eaten. Some of them never use bathroom, nothing. They're just stuck there. I better go. Nigeria is unforgiving. Oh, that's why I don't know. I don't understand people. I don't understand the mindset of people going to do the dirty December. What's so dirty about the December? Even this guy has come out. What's his name? Patutomi. He said he left. Where? I think he said he left Lagos at 8:30. Is it 8:30 or 7:30? Something like that. He got to Benin at 10:30. He only just got to his house, according to him, at 8 p.m. He ain't even good. Within a day, now he make his own trip. Person wey come up for us since 7:30, I be 6:30. Now 10 p.m. Not be see, it's not international travel you are doing.
Kutiaba, did you say you agree? You support the motion?
I support the motion.
She's a true daughter of her father. Madam, why? I agree. If it's a deal, then it's fine.
Yes.
Let me have that drink. Give it to me, please. My daughter, take. Give it to our guests.
Okay.
You know how we do it.
Yes.
Cover the drink with your hands.
Okay.
Cover it like this. And kneel down so that.
I should kneel down.
Yes, it's respect, it's culture.
Okay.
A guest. Yes. 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 Collect your bride price.
Collect my bride price as how? Daddy, what do you mean? Wait, who is getting married?
You just got married.
As how? Wait, Daddy, I thought we were talking about people in the north. I'm not in the north. I don't even know this man.
Oh, it has gotten to you now. You don't know this man from anywhere.
Leave me alone. No, I don't know this man from anywhere. Now, why would I not marry him? Daddy, no, I'm your child, though. I don't marry this man.
So it only matters when it's my child? Or it only matters when it's in the north? I don't understand your English.
You see, it's easy to be insensitive about arranged and child marriage when it doesn't directly affect you. It is only when it touches you that you truly understand the impact it has. That is why it is important to be aware and advocate for change even before it impacts us personally.
You hear? I hope that message clear.
That's my lesson. Please, can we cancel this marriage?
He drank from the cup.
Who finds a wife? Finds a good thing. Take your bride. In-law. And she's aggressive. That's how she will aggressively bump for you. Yeah. What do you want to
Emmanuel, I don't go.
Don't follow this man. Leave me alone.
Let's see the edit. Breaking news, Governor Omoye's daughter is finally married to her love of her life. This happened in a closed-door family-to-family union. The bride, Emanuela, spoke to our newsman about her readiness.
Come on, Vida. Is he talking about age? What is age? In the north, they can marry as low as 9 years old. And besides, it's good to embrace culture. Embrace it.
She was so ready that she was insisting and fighting to follow her husband home immediately, even before the marital rite was completed. She was deeply in love and so obsessed of her new husband. This is a match made in heaven.
Lord of God.
Governor, they cannot go keep person. They don't finally say Emanuela. That was nice though. I was just laughing when I heard. When I
know that when you
no, it's not it. Health Ministry ex-director exposes sabotage, persecutions, cover-up over nuclear medicine reforms. This is Sahara Reporters.
Now, when National Assembly, they sing, "Oh, your man, they shall stand. I am Why they were singing? The law when they pass, when they send to executive, when they sign, they change it for their back. While they were singing, "Oh, your man, they change what they change what they write." Now, wait till we be talk. Now we will see for this class, okay? We will see. Obi Street, he said, we'll take count small, slowly, mele. Migrating from padded budgets to forged laws. Our national shame continues to unfold. Evident in the decisions made by our leaders, even at the highest levels of government. National shame as a result of governmental decision at highest level. This shame is highlighted by a deeply troubling and frankly unacceptable issue. See, this one, they troubling and it's unacceptable. The documented, not be saying against you, now documented discrepancies between what the legislature passed or your mandate, we just start people,
Hey.
Why did they sing that? The legislation passed and what was ultimately published as law by the executive. This is not mere an administrative oversight. No be mistake. No be typographical error. It is a serious matter that strikes at the call of constitutional governance and reveals the extent of our institutional decay. Say our institution, they don't decay, don't rot. A country of particular concern. The concern too much. How they tell you this one? Say they carry something God give in our National Assembly. Una sign am. Why una call they sing your mandate to just stand? The man they call the change on these things. Oh my God. We have transitioned from a Nigeria where budgets are padded. When they pad budget, they load down. What did they no load? Can't give them from executive. Executive sell on something. Now call load down. Now call sell on go give executive. They call also load down. Oh my God. So where laws are forged, they sell on a budget. Now pad down. Now return am. They go pad up for them. Now they don't sell law. They don't pad up. Paddy. Changes that impact taxpayers' rights. These changes, deliberate changes, now to target taxpayers' rights, the right of taxpayers, every Nigerian where you go pay tax. And most importantly, access to job.
Sorry, Tracy, I just see your comment. You dey try you. I know they feel listen to Dele Momodu. I'm so sorry. That is one guy, I don't understand the hype around him. Respectfully, I don't know the man, no. I really don't know. I don't have anything against him. But I don't know how you people listen to him. That man has been a supporter of Atiku since forever. Even with the mess that is going on. With the fact that this Fulani thing, people have been buying up and down. With all the things that have happened, the man is, I'm sorry. I don't know. Most of these people are not well-intentioned. They are all after what they can gain personally. That's all. They want that closeness with power. There's an interview of his I listened to. He says, he appreciates the fact that he has this access to power. He likes it, So I see him as such. Respectfully, I don't have anything against the man. But I don't know how, I can't. They avoid them like plague. Anywhere that they talk about, let's reason together, maybe Atiku, my ear go just, for some reason, I will not hear anything again. I'll just automatically zone out. Automatically. The person when go come out 2027, if not Peter Obi, need to carry fire for head. If not be Peter Obi, that person need to carry fire. We are going to war in 2027. Anybody when they come run, if you don't get that mindset, make you forget them. There's no need.
Justice. The one where they go get justice, they load down with traps. Let me say, the person who will get justice. It continues. Even more alarming is the introduction of new enforcement and coercive powers that the House of Representatives never happened.
Make una double tap on our screen to like. If you have not yet liked, I beg. Guys, please like the live.
Ready houses at night. What did they put? It's more than that. What did they come your way? Now will be the talk so. This include an outrageous requirement for a mandated
Hey,
20%
Uncle
deposit
Beno,
before
welcome. Oh,
appeals
yes,
can
so
be heard in court.
88%. That's to
Talk
tell
about
you
the
all
law
you
for the
need to
law.
know.
Where House of Representatives no post,
Hey.
waiting the load. Now see, in the country, you can say, carry me go court, carry me go court. Before court go even hear your matter, you go pay 20% of your income. 20%. You must pay. It means the agency, now they accuse you, now they judge you. Now your remaining carcass, then they will give judge. After you don't pay 20%. Okay? Before appeals can be held in court, asset says, they fit sell your properties. Oh, the Bible says Zacchaeus in the Bible was a wicked man, he was a tax collector. And in the Bible, they seize people properties. I'm not even talk about this one yesterday. Assign the 20%, as if you don't get down, you can't get house. They allow you say you don't pay tax. Maybe you say, now 100,000 are supposed to pay. They say, no. Now 30 million. So it's not be like that. Oh. Before you even talk, or they carry you go court, you go pay 20%. If you don't come get down, they go sell your properties.
Can
they
you imagine?
give themselves that right. When people, when they pass the law, they sing, "Oh, your mandate we shall stand." Answer says, without judicial oversight, see, without a court, they will sell your properties. And the granting of arrest powers to tax authorities. You don't know what they come your way. This is not only to pay tax. You know what they come. If they pursue you, you go out for ESCC. ESCC will be more friendly. After they complain, hey, they rate at night, they rate at night. They will go be the best of the best. Because as they talked before, if this point part this one, if you think say you don't reach bottom, you never reach you. Bottom, they get what they call bottomless pit for hardship, for coercion, for intimidation. Never see anything. This time, before you talk, they will sell your properties. You don't experience that before. Now will be they talk so. I'm not going to talk this one yesterday. Perhaps more disturbing is the silence of the presidency on the matter involving allegation of forgery. Presidency, when we say, now be the head of the executive, now actually signed this law. Then they accuse you, say, they passed this law. Are you aware before you sign? Or are you pardon? Nothing, no statement. It's like the matter will die. Nigeria know they get patient now. We say silence. The 9 day more disturbing pass. With plenty spoke people when they get spoke person. This one, that one, silence. No talk. No talking. Okay? Institutional sabotage and abuse of process. Who made these alterations? Who touched our law? Who changed it? Where? Now, where did this pass right at the carry and go? Then they put something. A bit after they don't deliver it, make you sign. Where they change it? Who altered it? All of this must be made public. Nigerians need to understand what was signed, what was passed, and what was formally recorded. Now continue to ask citizens to pay more taxes while trust in governance collapses. We need leadership that follows due process, embraces transparency and accountability, and respect to the rule of law. No nation can thrive where laws are forged, and silence replaces leadership. A new Nigeria is possible, and this possibility, you can only get it from Peter Obi. You get the point now. Before we come out, when I hear say FRS, but now at the 4th floor, they say it born.
Yep.
I only ask myself, I don't know, for ages, when I don't ever hear say FRS born, why you say immediately when France
Evidence. They don't burn
Nigeria got
evidence.
react. All of a sudden, something catch fire. And you remember Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger Republic, they thought say France go say they help them fight terrorism. While they are sleeping, France go supply the ammunition. France during the day they go talk say we are helping you to fight terrorists. But while they are sleeping, they go supply terrorists. So that the problem go last. I could ask myself, Nigerians reacted. They said they want the MOU. We want to sign with France. Now we go pay these taxes. As a taxpayer, we will see what you want to sign. What you want to use my name sign. Now no release that. Few days, the same place called Cash Fire, allegedly. When they say, I be France, don't do something. I'm not accusing the officials. I'm looking at signing something with a devil. You sign something with a demon. Why if it can cause havoc? Because
Exactly.
okay, let me come and assist you to repair it. Let me come and assist you to clean it. In the process of cleaning, reinstalling, they are taking over, they are entering the system. I don't know whether I understand. Are they part of the MOU require maintenance? You know what I'm saying? Critical infrastructure maintenance, supplying of routers, supplying of servers. Because I don't know what it born. What did they release? It's just the vague, no details. They say they are investigating. Possibility, because France cannot be trusted. It's a dying nation that needs survival. Anywhere they can enter, they will put aid to come out aid. What do you think? Make you drop off a comment and say from padded budget to padded loss. Drop.
Man, Mona hear this one. Who can I listen to this one? I beg, if you have not liked to, please help us to like, to give the video a boost, and welcome as you come in. Oh,
$50,000 and $30,000. That is how much your senator and House of Rep, who was voted in to serve in your interests, took from the president as Christmas bonus to sing "On Your Mandate We Shall Stand" when he was presenting the budget. It was reported by People Gazette that each senator collected $50,000 and each House of Rep collected $30,000, so as not to protest against the budget that was to be presented yesterday. When will it be enough, Nigerians? This is crazy. I said yesterday in my video that the budget of 2024 and 2025 have not yet been completed, have not yet been implemented, have not yet been paid. And they are bringing another budget for 2026. It was reported now that some of the representatives wanted to protest that you are bringing a budget, but you have not implemented the budget of 2024 and 2025. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria you are going into a new year with 2 years budgets not yet implemented. This government are so clueless and they are doing nothing. But what is worse is them sharing money for the silence of the people we elected. This is a disgrace. Nigerians, when will enough be enough?
I don't hear about myself. Okay, we could see road when people enter yesterday. Yeah.
As I dey waka kurukere, I dey find where the money dey. Oh Lord, now your GPS I need make you show me way. Say, so many people wey don shank me.
See the traffic? I bet I don't know who get this music. I know me they can't take my this thing down, because these people, it's Nigerian artists, they always block people this thing. So this one, situation of Lagos East Road. Look at it. Some people spend 2 days for road. See this one. This is Lokoja Road. See the traffic. See Lokoja.
Like sorry. This guy, how person, no person go past this. You know what they do? Inside bush, I think people block
See. A family returning home for Christmas was kidnapped on the Ugwogu Opi Road in Enugu, despite the presence of mobile police units, where kidnappings reportedly occur frequently. So people are turning around because there's kidnap. Hey, God. Ome. This is okay. Nigerian government officials are terrorists. President, drug baron. Vice president is a Boko Haram leader. Governors are 419ers. Chief of staff to president was deported from US for fraudulent activities, and the senators, federal house members are criminals. The judiciary and judges are money judgments, cash and carry. NSA arming bandits and terrorists. You now see why USA banded Nigeria. This is from Collins Ogoke, or whatever, on Twitter. Make una see this is Zagazola Twitter handle. Police rescue blasphemy suspect from mob in Kano. The Kano State Police Command has rescued a man from an angry mob following an alleged blasphemy incident in a hotel in Badawa area of the metropolis. The sources told Zagazola that the incident occurred at about 9:45 p.m. on December 21st at Sarina Hotel Badawa quarters. According to the source, a distress call was received reporting that 3 men, Musa Tasiu, Awal Ibrahim, and Soja Snu, all from Dorayi quarters, had visited the hotel to smoke shisha. Shebi, they say Muslims, no, they do all these things. Okay, I digress. The source said that one of the suspects, Musa Tasiu, allegedly went to the hotel's mosque, broke the glass door, picked a copy of the Quran, and tore it. Following the incident, people within the premises mobilized. Mona dey hear. After now, they go say a Muslim is a religion of peace. Mobilized in large numbers, and the suspect was on the verge of being lynched for tearing the Quran. The sources said a patrol team attached to the division responded swiftly to the distress call, rescued the suspect, and restored normalcy in the area. Look at the mob. Imagine they not rescue the fire, don't even start already. Imagine say they not rescue the person. Hey, God, I beg. Hey!
Political liabilities. That is why they have to use them as scapegoats. That is just the only reason, nothing else. Because if they are in the good book of the government, if they are doing something fantastic for this APC and Tinubu, that allegation, they would have set it under the carpet, like every other one. Mr. Okoro, but are you not when allegations were leveled against Wike, both in US and Abuja? What happened to that matter till now? Please tell me. What happened to that matter up till now? Is that not corruption? So let nobody come and tell me that, yes, it's starting corruption. No, it's not. He is removing those who are what? A political liability to him. Those who are political featherweight, they cannot contribute to his agenda. That's what happened. How about Yaya Bello? The evidence from that American school is more than enough to jail him the following day. But right now he's walking about. Is that not true? You can go on and mention cases, embarrassing cases. Mr. Okoro, somebody took the money at an NPC, 210 trillion. Up to today, nobody knows the person. Is that not so? So the money is spirit, it just disappeared a bit. No, tell me that the government is not aware or they don't know the person, the people that shared that money and took it away. A bit, they don't know.
Barrister Darlington say the money is spirit. This man, we need people like this. So we need more and more people to be talking like this in Nigeria. I'm not going to lie to you. We need a lot more people with sharp mouths like this. Yeah? When I listen to this one. Meanwhile, Doris Ogala, they don't release her from, apparently she was jailed. And I hear say the man need down beggar. The Pastor Okafo. Ew, he went on bended knees to beg. We are not blaming now. People when they follow these people blindly.
While the mass burial was ongoing, the terrorists advanced to attack another village under this fan district because all these houses are
imagine the wickedness
settlers of Fan, the native inhabitants of Fan. But where the terrorists came from, the people that came and the terrorists that came and perpetrated this act from that settlement beside that hill, that's where they base. And it was from there they came straight to this point, having known that people are carrying out their lawful mining activities here. So they came in the night and moved straight to this point and perpetrated the heinous crime and still went back because it was serious shooting, and so nobody could come out that night for any intervention. Yes. So until when they had completed their distance, and then they went back to that place. And then a day after the burial, that was on Saturday, we got a call that they have brought in another set of armed men and stationed them at first. I personally called the chief of staff, Brigadier General St. Long, who is the chief of staff of operation during peace, that this is another information we have gotten, that this terrorist element have been brought again, in one Fulani settlement, and that they will advance to any nearby native community to carry out similar act of terrorism. So, and that is this what has been happening over and over and over, especially during this season, Christmas season, when rainy season is also setting in, and then when harvest season is also setting in. These are the period that they usually these heinous activities, so that people will not, one, celebrate Christmas, and then two, people will not cultivate their farmlands, and then three, people will not be allowed to harvest the few farmlands that are able to survive the alarming mysterious grazings. Because like this year alone, we've recorded not less than 5,000 farmlands destroyed. Yes, not less than 5,000 farmlands destroyed. In one day, here in Gaza, after the last checkpoint we passed before coming here, there was about 76 farmlands were destroyed in one day.
Oh my God.
In one
76.
What you need to really invest in is not drugs. You need drugs.
Exactly. And in short, how?
Governor drugs and all that.
Exactly. And every of their strike that you see it with precision, they usually use drones.
Hey!
They fly drones to give them the precise target, and that's why they will move straight to that point. And we had asked the authority, the security, how do we then know the drone belonging to the terrorists and the one of the Nigerian security, particularly the Operation Safe Haven? Because anytime they will be attacked, you will see drones. And when you call the security, they will say it's their own drone. And then their own drone. So the whole thing there is that, could it be that the terrorists are working alongside the federal security agents in flying those drones, and then they will come and strike with precision, or they also fly their own drone, separately from the one that Nigerian security fly their own, so the whole thing we cannot actually fathom and decipher what is really happening in this general area.
So thank you, Barrister. I think we don't have enough time. We are here, and the evangelists have seen the site of the grave of the mass burial of this attack. From this moment, we'll go to the house of the chief and then pray with those affected there, and then condole them with, because we have a program again. So we appreciate you showing us here.
Kai, can you imagine that? Look at the destruction. Look at what they are doing to these people. Meanwhile, your NSA is still sitting there. Matawale is still there trying to, God. We must talk. We can't be quiet. Look at what Kagame said. Coups are acceptable if they end corruption. That's what Kagame said. For those people who don't like Kagame. Okay.
Be the area where they live now, we they go through this a lot, so that I can speak on behalf.
I think we already played. I already shared this video earlier. This is a brief history. I want us to listen to this.
They think all for Nigeria. We were living peaceful with the Hausa Muslims, no problem, until these people came from nowhere. And Ottoman Danfodio admitted them and said, these are brothers. Once they entered into Nigeria, what happened? All the Hausa princes were wiped out, and they established a everyday council. Today, as I talk to you now, single Hausa Muslim is an emir. All of them are Fulanis. It has become a right. It has become their modus operandi. Look at how they are spreading. They don't even want us to remember or talk about these things. Why is it that every time there is distraction on the door, it's from these same people? Why? Nobody has come to ask questions. Do you need the whole Nigeria to rear your cattle? Please.
Niger State have told you. Niger State is the size of the entire Southwest. They have told these people, come, we have enough land for you. We'll give you everything. Build it, make everything come. They say no, they don't want. Come yourself to call them. Come, so that we can give you land. If you want to hear your they say no. What does that tell you? It means that there is something they are looking for. But they will never come out and tell you, be dodging and hiding under cattle or whatever. Why is it that this infraction is always coming from them every time? Go and check. Eh? We overlook it, and now look at where we are now. Look at how they are blaming everybody for what they are caused. They are not even remorse. They are not telling us that they are killing Christians. Must anybody die?
the way the way Barisadality they talk, the guy they make me happy, to be honest. At the same time, they make me laugh. I really appreciate them. I appreciate the bold voices coming out of Nigeria. You know, it's easy to be talking from Nigeria with this boldness. I salute these people. Meanwhile, when I know say as America ban Nigerians, now so it ban Niger and other people. Guess waiting. Niger don't issue reciprocal total and complete ban on issue of visa to all US citizens and an indefinite ban on entry for nationals of the USA. We're on our power as Nigerians. We're on our power. Anyway, my people, now here I go leave am. I don't try. I say make I come this evening, fulfill the promise when I make earlier. My people, maybe not quiet for this matter. Now only one country we get. There's no other place that can accommodate us like our own home. We have to go back and fix our homes, whatever you need to do. Please, I'm going to put this out here. Anybody that wants to go and be buying property at home, please go and buy in your village. Go, Mona, leave Lagos and Abuja alone. Go and buy in your village. Don't go and build house. Go and do farming. There's food. Food is needed in Nigeria now more than anything else. Plant what you can, grow what you can. Enough said. My people, now here I go stop am. Thank you very much. Michael, Rose, Tracy. Thank you very much for stopping by. AB, CKP. Who else was here? I beg, if I not remember your name, Mona no vessel. I beg. Thank you very much. Read our comments now. Okay. I don't know, so that don't they drop comments. Anytime when I want go, now that time when I go, they fire comments back to back. I don't know na trick now. Oh my God, let me see. Oh, hi, Anazodo. Hi. Ewo! Wait, Tracy, you say the number 2 go remain for your. Let me see. Oh, for the traffic. Hey, not be if you feel hold am. Now everybody go feel hold am. Not be everybody. Now some people go don't eat up. You know, for people when they travel for road, they buy all kinds of things they chop for traffic. Now who feel hold am now? If diarrhea come, now diarrhea they call am now. Yeah, if your belle come hold you for there, you don't get choice. You go enter bush. Egbami. Nigerian roads. That kind gridlock. It depends. Say people no go. They no put am for mind. Say this kind thing go happen. So number 2. Go fire. Hey God. The question I asked was, did Natasha, Abaribe, and Dixon take that 50K? Well, when we get to ask Natasha, we'll ask her and the rest of them. Tinubu wants to use the tax laws to forcefully own the majority of the land in Nigeria, just like the British monarchy did during enslavement and colonization. He wants to be a landowner. It no go possible for am. That plan go fail. We need to make sure it fails. Plus, a whistleblower exposed alphabet of tax evasion. Suddenly, first born. Hey. Okay. Where is the useless evil? Who knows? Yeah. Even Nigeria wey no get passport, they vex say why did he ban misplaced? I'm telling you. Nigerians they cry. Say, Chibi, he said he was going to ban only the even if he banned them, those people have options. You know how many passports your politicians have? You know that they there. Oh, my connection they misbehave. Can you guys hear me now? Uh-oh. Abeg go make the thing no. Una dey hear me? Make I wrap am up. Make the thing no go cut in between. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Alright, make I wrap am up before the thing come go dey misbehave. But anyway, guys, I go see you again. Hopefully tomorrow. By the special grace of the Creator God, we'll see you again tomorrow. Aluta continua. We move. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Oh, the poll. 81% say they think say they don't send Nigeria. Oh my goodness. Wow. Anyway, it is what it is. Good night, everyone. Bye.